Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Maddie and this is This Bookish Cottage, and today we are actually going to be tackling this library that is behind me and also the one that is in my bedroom. I don't know if we're going to get to that one today, but I'm hoping to. I do want to say that I'm sorry, you're going to hear my husband mowing outside. So that's what that strange noise is in the background. So the reason why I'm wanting to get to this, even though I just made this bookcase before we even moved into this house, is because since it's in our central location, so this is literally, we have a screen up top that we pull down and we watch movies on the projector onto there. And so we see this a lot, like our couch is facing it, it's front and center of the home. And I've just looked and looked and looked at it, and I've realized that there are so many books on here that I am just not interested in like I thought that I was going to be. And so we're going to go ahead and get rid of those books. We have several totes of books that we need to be getting rid of from whenever we moved from the boat onto this house. And so our goal is tomorrow we are going to be taking all of those to a place that is a little north of us, and they will take all of those and we get store credit for it. And so we might end up finding some more books. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see how many books I can get rid of from this shelf. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go row by row and just kind of show you guys and talk to y'all about it. So you'll see the books more than you'll see me. We'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, so let's get started before we lose daylight. Okay, so technically up top I have lots of series that I really like, and I know that I'm not getting rid of any of those, which I'll kind of show you guys as we go on. This is a huge Agatha Christie section. I did put this up here just because it's spring and it's pretty, but this is all of my Agatha Christie, and I don't want to get rid of any of those because I am a huge Agatha Christie fan, and I'm looking at them and I'm not seeing any duplicates because I've gone through this several times to ensure that I don't have duplicates, and it doesn't look like I do. So we're gonna just pop Black Beauty up there, who's also going to be staying around. Let me see, so we're gonna come over here. This is some more Agatha Christie. This is the one that's interesting. It's about like whenever she disappeared, the life and crimes of Agatha Christie. I do really want to read that. Okay, this is a good example. So this one, it looked super cute. It's an ARC, but I know I'm never gonna read it. I'm just not. So let's get rid of it. Ding! I'm torn between these two because I'm sure it's a very cute series, but I don't know a ton about it. So let's maybe pull one off. I have to set the tripod up so you guys can see it. And then let's look. You can see I get it from Ollie. I love Ollie's, if you guys don't know this. Let me back you up some. So let's see if this is even remotely close to like the beginning of the series, because I mean, it doesn't say new series or anything. Oh, but it does include a chocolate pecan brownie recipe. Oh, yum. Don't tell Amy from Books with Amy Marie about that. She'll want it. That one also doesn't say anything. Oh, Holly Yum Baked Chicken. That's nice. Okay, they're staying. I've decided they're staying. Okay, so we can move on. We're gonna get rid of this one. I tried to start reading it and it just wasn't my jam. Again, an Ollie find. I do love Ollie. If you guys don't have one around you, you need to go to Ollie's. Okay, so this obviously is my like cozy mystery section, and I'm missing a lot of my books. Not missing, they're just still out in our shipping unit, and so I don't want to get rid of any of these because I have not read any of them except for Meet Your Baker, which is one of my all-time favorite books, so I'm not getting rid of that. And then a lot of these are super cute. Like there's this Snow White Red-Handed. That's the first one in a series, and I really want to read it. So we're just gonna leave this section because I feel like it's a pretty, like that's pretty good. You know, like that's not a ton. It is, but I'm gonna tell myself it's not that bad. Okay, so then we move on. I did finally get the first, second, and third in the #1 Ladies Detective Agency, and I'm so excited that I found that. I did have to spend $15, as you can see there, but it was worth it. This is all of my, what is it called again? The Cottage Tales of Beatrix Potter. So they're all super cute, and it's basically following Beatrix Potter as she's writing and solving crimes, and I love it so much. And then I'm having a dilemma because my tripod doesn't want to reach there, so hold on a second. So then I have this one, which is the Darling Dahlia series, and I have not read either of these, but I'm also not 100% sure if I ever will. But I feel like I would love them because they're based off of flowers, and I love dahlias. They're one of my absolute favorite flowers. So I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if this is a first, and doing this left-handed when you're not a lefty / up high above your little 5'2" frame is hard. Okay, so let's look over there. So, oh, this is the first one. Okay, well then we'll keep it. Yeah, okay, we're keeping it. It's been determined. That's gonna happen. And then let's see how far down the list this one is, which I'll probably still keep it now that I know I do actually have the first one. And then I just need to figure out what the list is. Oh my gosh, I just been to page. Oh my book lover heart. My gosh. I'm gonna be like tried for treason now. I can't believe I just did that. Okay. It's not saying anywhere. Yeah, okay, it doesn't say. So, I don't know. We're keeping it because I have no idea. Okay, this is one that's gonna go because I started this series and Tiffany from Beach Bum Bookworm is going to be so mad at me, but I did not enjoy this one, this series. It's not my thing, so. We're getting rid of it. I'm keeping these because I'm super interested, and this is all Laura Childs. I have never read any of her stuff, but I need to. But I feel like I'm missing several of the first ones, and so I'm still on the lookout for those. I just need to make a list of which ones I need. And then way over there is Jessica Fellows, and that's the Bright Young, well, the Mitford Secrets. It's awesome. Like, I want to read them. And so we're keeping those. And then let's go down one and look over here. So these are all just really pretty, and that's the only reason I have them. But they're also old books that we got from our church library whenever they were redoing their library. And so we're going to keep these, keeping these. This is my Emily Wilds, can't get rid of that. These are special edition books. Will I ever read them? I have no idea. I don't even know what they are, don't know what they're about, but they're really pretty, and they have like the really cool edges, and they have the cool dust jackets that I can't show you because, again, one-handed. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, I got all into Illumicrate for a couple of months, and then I realized that they're sending books that might be great, but I have no idea what they are, so I have no desire to read them. You know what I mean? So I haven't. Laura Child's supposed to be up there, but oh well. I'm keeping this one because I have started it, and I just haven't finished it, but I'm interested. Keeping. This is special edition. Just got this one also from, guess where? Ollie's, you heard right. We can get rid of this. They're super pretty covers, and I really like it, and it's actually written by a 12-year-old, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm sure that they're really cute, but I'm just never going to get to it as much as I want to because I love birds. This is my entire Beautiful Creatures set that I haven't read. Oh, there's another special edition. She should probably be over there, but it's okay. And like this one, guys, I don't know. It is a romance, and I just don't read romances. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get rid of it, because if I read a romance, it's one that I have to hear a lot about and people just rave. And I haven't heard anything about this one, which I'm sure it's good, but we're not gonna do it. And then not getting rid of, that's an entire series I still need to read. Not getting rid of, or otherwise my husband will divorce me. Not getting rid of, because I want to read this whole series as well. And then this is an entire series that is the City of Bones, and I have not started that one yet because, I mean, that's a huge undertaking, as you can see, but I just know I'm gonna love it. So I'm not gonna get rid of any of those. And then moving down, we have A Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court. Part of me is like, get rid of it because you'll never read it, but another part of me is like, but you should, because, I mean, I don't know why, but we're gonna keep it. Jan Karen, I love the Mitford series, and so we're gonna keep that. Keeping, because if you know anything about me, you know that that's one of my favorite series. These are just out here because they're pretty, and they're actually covering up my entire Terry Pratchett set, which I have been going back and forth on Terry Pratchett. His writing, I love it, but it's different and it is a little complicated for me to understand, and so I'm going to give him another shot. I love his video or movie adaptations of his books, but his books are a little harder, so we'll see. And then I have, I keep calling them the Benedict Cumberbatch books, but they're not. It's the Benedict Society. And so we're gonna keep these because my friend Donna is like, yeah, you'll love him. And then same goes, this is part of the Mo and Dell series that I talked about. And then this is a whole other series that I'm gonna be keeping. So I'm really not doing great on getting rid of books, but I promise the nitty gritty is gonna start happening here soon, because the bottom shelf is the one, or the next two shelves are the ones I'm most intrigued by. Okay, so this is a really pretty picture that my sister-in-law got from me whenever she was on a trip overseas somewhere. So it's literally dried flowers from where she came from, which is really cool. Not came from, but where she visited. So, okay, listen. I'm getting rid of this. Why? Because I loved it, but not enough to reread. So, I'm getting rid of it. And if I want to reread, the library has it. Keeping these because I still have to read them. So what you're learning is that Maddie's library basically consists of TBR, if I'm being honest. And so that's what most of this stuff is going to be. And that's why I'm getting rid of it, because I just know I'm not going to ever read it. Okay, let's see if I can do this one-handed. All right. Our pile's getting better. All right, so keeping these because it's Sanderson. We love Brandon Sanderson. I kind of want to get rid of these because I just don't think Cody or myself will ever read them. Cody definitely picked them up. They are his style of book, but we're not going to read these. I know us. We're not doing it. Okay, we got some special Harry Potters. These are like the ones where you have multiple books in all of them. And then We Free the Stars. I can't remember anything about that, but we're not getting rid of it because I remember being very intrigued by it whenever we bought it. Okay, so we do have that nice little chunk there gone. That's awesome. So let's get down here and let's start getting into the meat of everything. I'm gonna try and set you guys up on a tripod. That way maybe you won't get so motion sick anymore. Okay, there we go, that's better. So let's talk through all of these. This is Mark of the Lion, I believe it's called. This is by Francine Rivers, and I was told by Krista from Books and Jam that I need to read those, so we're going to. And then, see, I'm also torn on this one. Like, I feel like I'll like it. It is Moonfall, so you have the Starless Crown and the Cradle of Ice, and they look really good, but I often forget about them, and I will probably never just pick them up. You know what I mean? But I got these on really good prices at Books a Million. But I don't know. Like, they're thick for one. Like, if I really want to read a thick book, I'll just go pick up Wheel of Time again. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna get rid of it because I'm just not gonna read them. Yep, okay. I've decided. We'll get rid of these. We'll get rid of them. Okay, let me see. Keeping because it's Grady Hendrix and I want to read it. Keeping because this one is supposed to be super funny, and I'm actually going to see if I can't get to it during Mystery Mayhem Readathon. The Call of the Sea, I actually won this from a giveaway, so we're going to keep it. Test of the Road is one that I'm so intrigued by and I have yet to get to, so we're keeping that. Okay, I already see, we're going to get rid of this one. I got this from a free little library and it looked super good, but I don't know anything about it, but we're just gonna get rid of it because I feel like this might be a general fiction book, and something I have learned about myself is I do not like general fiction that much. So, all right, moving over. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, we'll get rid of this. I love me some good, like, interesting facts. So, like Charles Spurgeon and Thomas Johnson. I think that that's really, really cool, but I'm never gonna read it. It's also a really pretty cover though. I'm keeping this one because I did love it, but also because I paid so much for it. So that one's hard for me to get rid of. We're keeping this one. That's one that Cody definitely wants to read, and I do too, but it's not like top of my list. And then I feel like all of these are ones that I want to keep. I know that this is the second one in a series, and this one might be as well. I'm not quite sure, but we got those for free from little libraries, and so I'm going to keep them because I do want to read those. I just need to figure out which one they are in the series. So, didn't get rid of much there, as per usual. All right, this one I have a couple here. No, I have one here. I know I want to get rid of this because I don't know what it is. The Last Word. Yeah, contemporary suspense. I don't know what this is. The lively whodunit keeps you guessing until the end. It's a goosebump, spooky, smart, and haunting in every sense. I love this. Okay, well maybe we're gonna keep this. An entertaining collision of spooks and modern manners, firmly among the finest of modern Gothic. Huh. Oh, well that's for her other ones, but still, if that's what they say for those books that she loved. Let's see what this one's even about. Let me see. Words turn deadly with an unlikely detective duo on the case in this literary mystery from the internationally best-selling author of the, what does that say? I can't read through my phone. Ruth Galloway series. Perfect for fans of Richard Osman and Anthony Horowitz. Okay, well I do love both of them. Okay. Never mind. I kept thinking we're gonna get rid of this, but we're not. We're keeping. Sounds great. Okay, and then this whole section minus the couple on the top, we're keeping those two. This whole section is the, what is it called? The Peculiar, like, Mystery or something like that. It's Bryant and May, but we're keeping that whole section. Oh, there's one. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and move. You guys are gonna be sit weird, I'm sorry, because I have a basket there that I can't get out of the way. Oh, just yet, but I'll have to. Did y'all hear that? That was my knee popping. Getting old. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this. Even though I'm super intrigued by this, it's a monstrous book. I'm not gonna read it. Let's be real. This is a really cool book that we're keeping because Cody is extremely intrigued by that one, and he would be really mad at me if I got rid of it. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this one, To Rescue the Republic. I don't know anything about it, but I'm always intrigued by stuff that has to do with Ulysses S. Grant, and why, I honestly have no idea. I couldn't tell you. There's just something about that man that I'm fascinated with. And so I saw that and I was like, yeah, let's get it. And then it sat on my shelf for a good, like, 4 years. Okay, what do we have? Keeping these, I want to read them, haven't. Keeping this one, also want to read it. This is Cody's. This one I'm super intrigued by. It has to do with zombies, and I love me some zombies. This is Dr. Jackdaw and Mr. Hyde, so we're keeping that. Pinch of Magic, definitely keeping. Risen Motherhood, keeping. We'll get rid of these two. Ooh, I'll show you what they are in a second. Okay, the first one is called Stealing God's Thunder, and it is about Benjamin Franklin's lighting, oh my gosh guys, lightning rod. So that's cool, but I don't want to read a whole book about it. And then the next one is The Truth as Told by Mason Buttle, which looks super cute, but I just don't know anything about it and I'm not interested in it, so we're gonna get rid of that. And then I see one more over there that I'm gonna have to awkwardly reach for. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this one too, the Homewreckers, just because, I mean, Love, Murder, and Faulty Wiring. I don't know what Mary Kay Andrews writes. I hear her name a lot, but I don't know what she writes. And I'm not sure, I'm just not interested, I don't know. I'm like holding this super awkward for you guys, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. A little bit suspense. I would rather a whole lot more suspense then. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. May regret that decision later. We shall see. I'm losing daylight, so it's gonna be a little harder for you guys to see some of these from here on out. So I'm trying to also sit to where you guys can see everything. I can just tell you I'm not getting rid of any of this because I haven't, I mean, shocker, I haven't read any of these because that's just the theme for the day, is I haven't read any of my books. But I want to read every single one of them. And then that one is just like a pretty book that I use to decor or to decorate with. So I guess I can just get that out of there. Nope. Oh. Oh. Okay, come on. Come on. Got it. Oh yes, I actually kept this one because look what it's called. They're on a houseboat. And that's what we just moved from. And so I was like, well, I have to keep something that kind of reminds me of the houseboat times, even though I'm super thankful they're over. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's see. I think I might have at least one here. So, want to read. I've read it. Love Hannah Linder. I actually did an interview with her, if you guys are interested in watching that. But I love her books so much. Want to read, not ever going to read. Read it a long time ago. Not going to read it again. So, let's get rid of it. I do love me some H.G. Wells though. I'm a very big fan. And there's actually a book that I want to read that is based off of him. And so I want to read that. Beasts of Prey I'm super interested in as well. So if any of you guys have read this, let me know what you think of it. Schindler's List, gotta keep. That's just kind of a classic and it's one that I'm going to force Piper to read. That way we make sure that she is a nice and kind human. When You Trap a Tiger, I've heard super great things about this. Ronan Boyle and the Swamp of Certain Death. I want to keep that just because it looks really cute. I'm not going to pull it out and show y'all, but I want to. Mystery of Mistletoe Hall. That was actually a book that was gifted to me. So we're going to be keeping that one because I haven't read it either. Again, shocker. Of Mice and Murder. I have the second one. Oh, there's another one over there. And I want to keep them because I've heard great things about them. But the covers are so lacking that it makes me not want to read them. But it's like, it's not the book's fault, you know? So we'll keep them for right now. Let's move over. Okay, keeping. I don't have the other ones for the series, but we happened to get this one for free at a little library. So we snagged it and I still need to get those ones. We're going to get rid of this one because I'm just never going to read it. It looks super pretty and it looks very, very cute, but I'm just not going to do it because, again, I'm not a huge general fiction person. And so I'll read it if I have to, but I'm not going to choose to do that. This is actually a cozy mystery, so it needs to go up at the top. Kristen Hanna, love her, keeping her stuff. Red Rising, haven't read it, want to read it, Oh, this one we might go ahead and go. It's actually a historical fiction. Guys, there was an outlet back there this whole time. Wow. And I kept thinking, man, there's so few outlets in this room. Well, yeah, Maddie, when you cover them up with books. So it's probably, I mean, it's written by the same author as Lilac Girls, which I also haven't read, but I really want to. But I'm just, not today. Not today. We're getting rid of it. And I'm sorry if I'm breaking anybody's hearts. Okay, we're keeping. Okay, these are some that are just, some of these are random and I don't know what they are. By that I just mean this one. I don't know what this is. So I don't want to keep it because I'm just not, I have too many books that I want to read. and so I don't want them taking up space on my bookcase. This is the other one of that, The Mice Man Cometh. Like they sound really cool, but let me tell you, I'll show you. I got these at our library. They were like that, like 25-cent section or whatever. Like, is that not just an ugly cover? I hate it so much. So I don't know. But let me look in here real quick and see if this is even, like, hopefully they have them listed. They don't, but it's also like large print. So like I'll feel like I'm reading super quickly with this book. So it might give me some self-esteem, which will be cool. Yeah, this might be the first one. But, oh, book 3. Okay, well, what book is this one then? Because if it's like book 3 and 4, well, then I'm just going to get rid of them. Because, ugh. Okay, well, that's book 1. So cool, I'm missing number 2. Well, you guys y'all made the cut just because I happen to have book 1. So it's your lucky day, rats. All right. Keeping. No, this one can go. I'm sure I've seen a ton of Marie Benedict's stuff, but again, just not as interested as I thought I would be. So, bye-bye. Okay, now I have to move this monstrosity so that we can go into the dark corner that is over there. Okay, I hope you guys can see over here well enough. Okay, so this is Princess Bride, which of course we're keeping. I just eventually need to get a like special edition of it because that's one of my favorite books, but it's my all-time favorite movie. This one is Rapunzel. And I love Rapunzel. She's my favorite Disney princess, but I'm not going to ever read this. I've had it for 2 years now. It's not happening. Hannah Linder, this is the first book of hers I ever read because, I mean, oh, look at this stunning cover. And I got it in a little library. I loved it. This was such a good book. Such a good book. So, okay, you can stay. And then Ladies Guide to Etiquette and Murder. That's a whole series that I really enjoy. I still need to read Piranesi. I need to read. Hey, there's my Nettle and Bone. I've been looking for it. Well, now I know. Need to read. And those are all Sanderson books that we're keeping. And then the rest of those are just like books that we use for homeschool and such. So those are staying. So, I'm feeling like I did a decent job, but I still need to go look at all the books in my bedroom and also ignore this mess. Piper decided she was going to have a picnic, and apparently at picnics you're supposed to bring presents, and she decided her presents were going to be books. So I'm like, I'm obviously raising her right some way, shape, or form. But let's go look at the books in the bedroom and decide what we're going to keep there, and then I will go through my getting rid of stack. The lighting in here is super rough, but it's because it's late and I don't have any natural light to work with. But we are going to go through here. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that the top shelf we're not even going to look at. These are a lot of like nonfiction, and I'm keeping them because my goal is to try and go through one a month, and whenever I made that goal I already went through them, so there's no reason to go through those ones. So let's look at this first shelf and we'll kind of talk through that. So I already feel like I'm not going to be getting rid of any books from this shelf, or from this whole entire thing. Actually, okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one, Kingdom of Ice and Bone. It looks super good, but this was a second in a series and I didn't know that, and so I just keep forgetting about it, and so I'm never gonna look for the first one, you know what I mean? Like whenever I see it I think, oh yeah, I should get the first one, and then I don't. So she can go ahead and go. And then I do want to keep that because I want to read it. It's supposed to be really good. Probably gonna make me cry. Keeping that. So this, oh, fun story about this one. Okay, so again, Ollie's for the win. This is actually the very first arc I ever read, and I loved it so incredibly much. It was one of my favorite books of 2024, and I found it at Ollie's the other day, and so I went ahead and picked it up because it's kind of like a memorial, or a memorabilia for me, is that this was the first arc I ever read. I love that. Keeping. This is actually Donna's, so I can't get rid of it. God, this one. I want to keep it because like that cover to me is fantastic. But I don't remember anything about it, which, okay, I can't say like that should not be the litmus test. I can never remember anything about my books after I buy them. All right, we can just move over. Okay, keeping this, keeping, I think. Keeping, those should have been together because they're both Adrian Young. This is actually for the Brighton May that's up front, so I need to move that one up front. We can get rid of this one because I just don't read books like this. I keep knocking into the camera. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, like that looks cute, but I'm not going to read it. I know myself. I'm not going to read it, so let's just go ahead and get rid of it. And that's one that if I wanted to read, I would just read it on like Kindle Unlimited or something if it was on there. All these bodies, I don't know anything about, but based off of that title, I'm probably going to keep it. This was a gift, so I'm keeping it. Lilac Girls, that's one I want to read. This one I can get rid of. It looks really cool, but it's also a second in a series, and this was an ARC, I believe. Yeah, advanced reader copy. And so, again, looks really cool, but I have to try and find the first one. I'm never going to remember to do it, so we're getting rid of it. All of these were gifted to me from a giveaway, and I want to try and read every single one of them. This is an entire series that we've been working on. Okay, this is one, I read it, I liked it, and we're going to get rid of it because, I liked it, but it's not enough for me to want to keep it. So, she can go. Slewfoot, she's staying. She's here for the long haul. Okay, this shelf is random stuff, kind of. So, like, we have the Pages Inco, the Book Wanderers. That just looked really cute. We're going to keep it because I'm sure I would enjoy reading that. I just like these ones because of, like, this one's Treasure Island, which I think is cool. But they're just pretty. I don't really know why I have that one. Probably for fall. This probably came from a fall section. This one, I absolutely, oh my gosh, it's going to ruin everything. It's fine. This one, I love the cover. It was a very, very cute book. And I like this for like spring. But I didn't love the book enough for me to necessarily want to keep it. But I feel like I should keep this because Piper would like this. And she will be closer to reading this. Well, I mean, one day. And then Florence Nightingale, you can't not have that. Bridge of Clay, I love Marcus Zusak. I can never remember how to say his last name. Zusak. And I loved this book, so we're keeping it. Keeping. Well, that was easy. Keeping. Maybe getting rid of, but it's Ann Patchett, and I know she is a incredible author, and this is a very stunning cover, and I have heard really good things about this. So, okay, you can stay. I will allow you to stay, but I'm going to have to figure out a way of getting rid of books eventually. This was actually gifted to me by one of my friends, and she told me I have to read it, and she doesn't do that often, so the fact that she did, I figure I need to probably read that. We're keeping this one because I'm always interested in when authors write another book outside of their series. These were all books that I read last month, and I'm keeping Doctor Who because it's obviously super important. This one is, I loved this book, absolutely loved it. I rave about this book. You need to read it as well, but I'm going to be sending this to my friend Amy Marie because she needs to read it, and this is right up her alley. So I'm going to set this one aside because I do want to send this to her. And then Hedging Your Bets. I did not enjoy this as much as I was hoping I would, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that one. And then, okay, both of these. I liked both of these. I didn't love both of these. These are not my favorite mystery series, cozy mystery series. And so we're going to go ahead and get rid of these as well. Okay, and then this bad boy is not going anywhere ever. I loved this book. This book is going to stick with me forever and ever and ever. Not getting rid of it. Love it. So she's not going anywhere. And then I just randomly have this book sitting here. Don't even know where it came from. Don't know how I ended up with it, but it's going to go. Okay, so this is the chaotic book pile of books that I'm getting rid of. And if this isn't just a great representation of my life and just how I think, I don't know what else is. And I also just realized you guys probably hear Piper's music and Cody opening our front door. So that's what all that music, or that noise is in the back. Okay, so quickly we're gonna go back through these. Okay, getting rid of both of these because we just won't ever read them. Getting rid of this entire series because we just won't ever read them. Getting rid of this one. It looks super cute. I just didn't care for it. And this one, I really wanted to read it at one point, but I don't anymore. So getting rid of those. Okay, getting rid of, which there's a second one. I just don't see it anywhere, but we would be getting rid of that one if I could find the other one that went with it. Okay, getting rid of this series because I just don't remember it ever, and so I'm probably never going to get around to it. So there we go. Okay, getting rid of also that one. And some of these I will probably go and just take to some little libraries because I think that that would be super fun, and that's where I got a lot of these ones from as well. Getting rid of these, even though it kind of hurts my heart to get rid of a cozy mystery, but I just don't love these enough to keep them. It's a cute series, just not my favorite. And also this one because it's a very cute cover. I'm not keeping this one. I just have to set it aside, that way I remember. I'm sending that to Amy. This one, loved it, but not gonna ever read it again. Won't pick up. And then these ones, that looks cute, but I'm just not gonna read it. And that one, I just forget to ever buy the first one. I didn't care for this series. Don't do romances, sorry. So, not gonna do that one. Not keeping. Not keeping. Not keeping. I feel like you guys know that because that's what this pile is, but apparently I feel like the need to tell y'all. And I just don't know what this one is, so we're gonna get rid of that one. I will never read this, but it looks really good. And same with this one. It's a very pretty cover and I really like it, but I'm just not gonna ever pick it up. And I know Cody won't either. And then that one. Ugh. Okay, those are precariously set there. Ugh. All right, and then not gonna read this one, and definitely not gonna read this one. I say definitely, and the only reason I say definitely is because she is such a chunk of a book that I'm just not gonna ever pick it up. Oh, okay, almost done. And then getting rid of that one because I just won't ever pick that one up. So, okay, that's not too bad, guys. I mean, look at that. We have how many books? Let's just count real quick how many books we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, 22 books. Guys, I think that that's actually a pretty good win. And while I don't have a ton of space over there in my library area, there's quite a bit down below. There's a lot back in my bedroom. So, okay, so you guys will have to come with me and see what we do with some of these and then how we fill this back up. Editing Maddie here, I realized that I completely forgot to do an outro for this video, so that is what I'm doing here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing how many books we got rid of. I ended up doing another little de-haul, unhaul, whatever, a little bit after I had already filmed this one, and since I had already edited this one, I figured I wasn't gonna go ahead and add any more clips into it. But I did end up getting rid of 2 more boxes of books, which I am still shocked by. So we can now raise that point, the amount of books. I don't even know how many now, probably at least 50, but it needed to happen. It needed to happen. And so the next time you guys see another video that's not a vlog, we're going to be looking at some books that I hauled in. So until next time, thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you guys will have a wonderful time, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.